So, in previous videos, we discussed about law of dominance in Mendel laws. Today, I am discussing about law of segregation by using the monohybrid cross, law of independent assortment by using the dihybrid cross. So, ఇక్కడ law of dominance, law of segregation, these both are explained by monohybrid cross. But law of independent assortment explained by dihybrid cross. In previous classes, we discussed about law of dominance by taking some examples. Today, I am discussing about law of segregation, law of independent assortment by taking some examples. So, first one, law of segregation. Okay. Here, segregation means separation. So, separation, which are separating here? Gametes are separating. When? After the meiosis division. Without blending. Without blending. When the gametes are in paired nature, they did not blend. They shows their character separately each other. That is law of segregation. Example, capital T, small t. This is our trait. These are in paired nature. We know that this plant is the tall, because the dominant one is the tall, but internally which contain dwarf nature, when they are involved in meiosis division, purity gametes are developed. The gametes are the trait or paired trait, the paired allele. It divides separately in purity manner. That law is called as the law of segregation, also called as the law of purity of gametes. The another name for the law of segregation is law of purity of gametes. Why it is called as the law of purity of gametes? Because the allele gives purity gametes after the division. The allele gives purity gametes after the division. That is why this law is called as the law of purity of gametes. So, segregation means separated. It means the two gametes in the pair shows their separate characters. We can say easily tall and dwarf by the symbols, because each gene show separate characters. That is why law of segregation. Law of purity of gametes means the trait, the pair gives purity gametes, purity nature of the gametes. This is law of segregation, law of purity of gametes. So, next one, of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. So, to explaining about law of independent assortment, Mendel taken dihybrid cross as example. Dihybrid cross as example. So, dihybrid cross. What is mean by dihybrid cross here? See, di means two. Cross, a crossing. What is crossing here? Two pairs of characters. Crossing. What is here? The cross between the two pairs of characters called as the dihybrid cross. Once again, what is the dihybrid cross? The cross between the two pairs of characters is called as the dihybrid cross. For which purpose Mendel taken the dihybrid cross as example? To explaining about law of independent assortment. To explaining about which one? Law of independent assortment. Mendel taken example of dihybrid cross. So, dihybrid cross means the cross between the two pairs of characters is called as the dihybrid cross. So, what are those two characters, two pairs? See, dihybrid cross. Now explaining about dihybrid cross. So, to explaining about the dihybrid cross, Mendel taken the round yellow seed and wrinkled green seed. Wrinkled green seed. The single seed shows two characters. How many characters? Two characters. This seed is round in nature. This is in yellow color. This seed is wrinkled in nature, but it is in green color. This is in yellow color. This is in green color. Okay. Round property denoted by the capital R, capital R. Wrinkled property denoted by the automatically small letter, smaller, smaller. Yellow property denoted by the capital Y, capital Y. Green property denoted by the small y, small y. Here, gametes. Capital R, capital Y is the gamete here. Here, small r, small y is the gamete. Both are crossed together. These are gametes. These are parents. Now, F1 plant will be, what is F1 plant? Capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. Capital Y, small y. See, which seed it is? The seed which contain the two dominant properties, two recessive properties. The dominant property is capital R, capital Y. What are they? Round yellow. The recessive properties are small r, small y, which means wrinkled green. That is why externally the seed visible as round yellow in nature, but internally which contain wrinkled green nature, that is recessive. So, but the dominant property is the phenotype is the round yellow. This is a F1 plant. So, here, how can you explain the law of independent assortment? By this. By this, see, independent without depending on another means does not depend on another G, that is independent. See here, when the more than one pair of characters are present in the trait, when the more than one pair of characters present in the trait, the only one set of characters shows dominant property, another set of property shows recessive property. That is law of dominant. Here, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y. Total how many pairs? 2 pairs. Which means more than one pair of character. Blending together means crossing together. But the capital R does not blend with the small r. Means round does not blend with the wrinkled. Here, capital Y does not blend with the small y. Means yellow does not blend with the green. Which means the round does not depends on the wrinkled. Yellow does not depends on the green. They show their characters independently. This law is called as the law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. So, when the self-fertilized this F1 generation plant, what is the phenotype ratio, genotype ratio? We have to see that. Okay. So, self-fertilization, which means capital R, small r into capital R, small r into capital Y, small y. Okay. So, what are the gametes here? From here, capital R, capital Y. Capital R, small y. Small r, capital Y. Small r, small y. From here. Capital R, capital Y. Capital R, small y. Small r, capital Y. Small r, small y. These are the gametes. So, by taking these gametes, we have to fill the Punnett square. Now, after generation, we have to draw the Punnett square like this. This is a dihybrid cross. That is why 4 gametes will be developed from each side. Okay. So here in F1 generation, the round yellow dominant plant will be developed. So when we cross with the round yellow heterozygous plant with the another round yellow heterozygous plant, that is self-fertilization, crossed with. So the Punnett square will be like this. We have to first, before draw the Punnett square, we have to form the gamete. We have to write the gametes. So the gametes are capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, small y, capital Y, small r, small y. This is a self-fertilization. That is why both sides the same gametes will be there. So fill the Punnett square. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Same. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y, small y. And capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, capital Y, capital Y. Small r, capital Y, small y. Here, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small r, small r, capital Y, small r, small y, small y. The Punnett square is like this. After the filling the square. So now we have to give the names. We have to find out the phenotype ratio by using this Punnett square. So simple. We have to see the each and every box. This is a capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Which plant it is phenotypically? Which shade it is? Round yellow. This is round yellow. This is round yellow. This is round yellow. To see the each box, it takes more time. To simple tricks to find out the phenotype ratio in dihybrid cross, very simple. What is the phenotype ratio in monohybrid cross? 3:1 into 3:1 is equal to phenotype ratio dihybrid cross. That is equal to 3 3s are 9 is to 3 1s are 3 is to 1 3s are 3 is to 1 1s are 1. This is the phenotype ratio 9:3:3:1. Here round yellow is 9, round green is 3, wrinkled yellow is 3, wrinkled green is 1. How many phenotype plants will be developed? 3 types of phenotype plants will be developed. Round yellow 9, round green 3, wrinkled yellow 3, wrinkled green 1. Yes, very simple trick. To see the each and every box, it takes a lot of time, that is time wasting process. So we have to find out the phenotype ratio in dihybrid cross by taking the phenotype ratio in monohybrid cross. Okay, so in monohybrid cross phenotype ratio is 3:1 into 3:1 because dihybrid cross. That is why we have to take 2 phenotype ratios from the monohybrid cross. Later 9:3:3:1 is the phenotype ratio in dihybrid cross. Same, this is the phenotype ratio, genotype ratio, genotype ratio. Same. What is the phenotype ratio in monohybrid cross? Monohybrid cross into monohybrid cross. Genotype ratio is equal to dihybrid cross genotype ratio. That is equal to 1:2:1 into 1:2:1 is equal to dihybrid cross phenotype ratio. What is that? 1 1s are 1. 1 2s are 2. 1 1s are 1. 1:2:1. Extra 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. Next. 1 1s are 1. 1 2s are 2. 1 1s are 1. This is the genotype ratio in dihybrid cross. 1:2:1, 2:4:2, 1:2:1. This is the genotype ratio. So, what is 1, what is 2, what is 1, what is 2, what is 4, what is 2, what is 1, what is 2, what is 1. So, we have to see the Punnett square. So, this is a simple trick to find out the phenotype ratio and genotype ratio in dihybrid cross. Okay. So, this is the law of independent assortment explained by Gregor John Mendel by taking the example of dihybrid cross. Okay. So, he taken a round yellow and wrinkled green plant, round yellow seeded and wrinkled green seeded pea plants, A crossed the round yellow seed plant with the wrinkled green seed plant. And in F1 generation, round yellow seed plants will be developed. If self-fertilized this plant, the gametes will be formed like this. So by using these gametes, so we have to fill the Punnett square. By the observing these Punnett square, we have to find out the phenotype and genotype ratio. So we have one trick also there. 3:1 into 3:1 is equal to 9:3:3:1. One monohybrid cross phenotype ratio into another monohybrid cross phenotype ratio is equal to dihybrid cross. Di means two pairs. Monohybrid. How many? Two pairs. Simple. Genotype ratio also same. Two monohybrid cross, one monohybrid cross into another monohybrid cross is equal to 1:2:1, 2:4:2, 1:2:1. This is a genotype ratio. So this is a dihybrid cross. So today we discussed about law of segregation, law of independent assortment by taking the examples. So by this we complete the Mendel inheritance laws. So Mendel inheritance laws are three: law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. So law of dominance, law of segregation. These two are explained by monohybrid cross. Law of independent assortment explained by dihybrid cross. So thank you very much.